Hi, I was really pleased that some of you responded to me on my last post on what we should tap on. It's nice that you get in touch with me about tapping. So one of my lovely friends asked me to do some tapping on anxiety, which is quite a common problem. Uh, but as anxiety is quite a wide range of different problems, um, today I'm going to focus on being anxious or having an anxiety attack in a crowded place where there's lots of people. Because I'm sure it happened to lots of you, it happened to me before. Um, so when you have crowd anxiety, I would say to do some tapping, the main tapping before you go to these places, because you don't really want to go to places and in the middle of the crowd you start to do your tapping and then you attract some more attention and then you're going to feel even worse. So I would suggest that you do your tapping before you go, and then if you are in the place you can do a bit more discreet tapping on your fingers or on your wrist or on your karate chop point, or you know what, it's not that obvious that you're doing tapping, but I would suggest to do some tapping before you go. So our setup phrasement could be that even though I have to go out and do some shopping or wherever you go in, um, I'm really anxious about going and being around lots of people, and I already feel that I can't breathe, and uh, I can't see how I'm gonna deal with this. I still love and accept myself anyway. Even though I have to go shopping, I have to go to this shopping center, and I'm really, really worried what's gonna happen because I hate being around lots of people. I'm really claustrophobic, and there are lots of people, and I'm really scared to go because I don't know if I'm gonna have a panic attack or not, but I still love and accept myself anyway. Even though I have this extreme phobia of being in a crowd, being around lots of people, everybody in my private space, um, I still love and accept myself anyway. And then once you've done that, um, you start doing your round and you say absolutely anything you feel. So I feel really anxious. I haven't even gone out yet, but I feel really anxious. I'm really anxious. I hate crowds. I really hate crowds. This anxiety makes me feel like somebody sitting on my chest. And I can't breathe. And I haven't even gone out yet. I'm so nervous. I'm already winding myself up about this. I'm really, really anxious. I don't want to have a panic attack, but I'm sure I'm gonna have one. I'm so anxious. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And then you do as many rounds of tapping as you need to make yourself feel a little bit better. Once your feeling has changed in any way, it moved from your chest to your throat or anything, or the intensity gone from 9 to 6 or 5 or wherever it's went to, once any of your feeling has changed, then we do a second setup phrase, because once your feeling changed, we have to acknowledge that. So even though I feel a bit better, I'm still quite anxious. I don't feel it in my chest anymore, but I feel it in my throat. My throat is really dry. Um, but I love and accept myself anyway. And then you say this 3 times again, and then you do the tapping with the new feelings. I feel it in my throat. My throat is really dry. I'm still very anxious, and you just carry on tapping until you feel a bit better. So once you start to feel better, you can start to put some positive sentences, statements in your tapping. If you can't say things like, I choose to have a good day, then you can put the positive statements in a way as, what if? So, yeah, I feel a bit better, but I still feel anxious about going to the crowd. But what if I let this feeling go? What if I let this anxiousness go? So you put the positive statement as what if. So you are not forced to do it, but you have a choice to do it, if you know what I mean, if you can feel the difference. So if you say, what if I let this go? What if I choose to, whatever happens, I will keep calm. I choose to have a good day. I choose this problem not to affect me. You can use any positive statement. If you feel really positive about it and think, yeah, I choose to have a good day anyway, you don't have to use the what if. But sometimes when your anxiousness is really strong, it's difficult to say, yeah, I'm gonna have a good day anyway. So you're gonna say, what if? And then you start to put positive statements in it. You can still say, I'm still anxious. You don't have to say just positive things, because you still want to ease how you feel. You put the positive statements in just to help to ease. But if you still feel stuff, you can still tap on the negative stuff, but you can slowly introduce some positive things with, you can use what if. So once you feel better, you again need to test the intensity of how you feel. So you think about, close your eyes and you think about going into that crowd, into that shopping center, and then if suddenly this feeling shoots up again, you carry on tapping. If it doesn't, then you are okay to go out. And if you out and you start to feel like that, you can start tapping in a more discreet way. So you can have your hand in your lap and do your statement just in your head, and just tap on your fingers. I often tap on my fingers while they are on my lap. Nobody can see it, nobody knows what you're doing, but it does make the difference. So you can tap, or you can tap there, you can tap there, whichever is you are comfortable with, if somebody see you or anything, because you don't want to make your anxiety any worse. So I would suggest, if you struggle with anxiety with crowds, do some tapping before you leave the house, so you leave in a bit better frame of mind. And then if you are there and it's happening anyway, you can just do some discreet tapping, and you can make a difference. So I hope this video helped, and I hope you guys gonna use it, and I wish you a good day. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.